The main point of what I was bringing up for this one is the whole Joe Biden thing.
Okay.
Because it's not.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not just like it was a New York Times op-ed saying, you know what, we're gonna own it. We believe Tara Reid. Whatever, we're voting Biden anyway. The point I'm bringing this up is, I respect it. You know what I don't respect? What? The lies and the double standards where they're like, well, Joe Biden is innocent and we don't think. No, just come on, say it, man. You never cared. It was all just about getting power. That's what you want to do, right?
That's it,
man. So here's what's freaky about the whole thing for me. To actually come out and admit straight up, you're like, we said we cared about this stuff. We just wanted to win. So we're going to vote for Biden. I'm going to own it. These people don't care about policy. They don't care about principle. They have no plan and they have no argument.
Yeah.
Now they're going to get political power.
We don't care. We hate Trump. Anything to get rid of Trump.
No, it's not.
Period.
It's not.
That's some of their arguments, though.
Right. But I'm talking about these people. They just want to win. Like, they just want the keys. Like, give me the keys to the castle, man. I want to go in the tower and hang out with the millionaires, man. The ones who are giving Kanye all the secrets. I want secrets.
That's fair.
So they'll say whatever it takes.
Yeah.
And then once they get in, someone hands them like a stack of folders and they're like, which economic plan do we do? And they're like, duh, I don't know, man. I just live here. I have no idea how any of this stuff works.
I mean, I only just got the keys.
It's not that. It's like walking into this, like you're in a factory, right? You walk in, everything's going haywire, and you there's a dude in an office wearing a suit, and you run in and you're like, what do we do? It's like, I don't know, man. I never did anything here. I just sit here to look like I'm in charge. I mean, they just wanted me. Actually, it reminds me of Family Guy. You ever see that episode where they put him in charge of the cigarette company?
No.
Because he's just a moron and that gets him out of the way, so they make him CEO and let him do whatever. It's something like that. That's what it is.
Just makes me think of Adam West, though.
Oh, he's amazing.
Adam West is great, yeah. But
he is the best.
He's a clueless mayor, though, right?
Yeah.
Or is it mayor?
He's not clueless. He's just
he is
nuts.
The mayor, yeah. Oh,
okay, crazy, cuckoo.
Yeah,
something
out
like
of
that.
it. Nah, I'm sorry, man. Mayor West, rest in peace. Would be a much better leader than what we're getting right now.
My favorite Family Guy character.
Okay.
Because hold on. Because
I got to agree.
The Mayor West of Coag, played by Adam West, actually cared.
That's true.
And he was convinced of bad policies. There was that one episode where they changed the drinking age to 50. And then,
to 50.
Yeah, and because Brian is 50 in dog years, 56, he was able to buy alcohol for everybody.
Oh, that's funny.
So then Peter and them are using him to get drunk. But then they decide to get the law changed. They go to Adam West's house, and he's with, Peter's sister-in-law or whatever, who's drinking wine. And they're like, wait a minute, she's not 50. You can't give her, alcohol. And he's like, oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, we'll change the law back. Wow. Like, you actually said, hey, this doesn't work because you did this. And he goes, I didn't realize that. Let me fix it. That is way more than you get from a ton of these politicians who are willing to say whatever they want to say just to get power. I mean, look at what Joe Biden's done with his life. Look at the weird scandals, the cronyism.
He's lied for a long time.
Oh, that video that went viral.
Yeah.
What
I don't even know how long. Yeah, I watched it. Basically, what it is him telling, I guess it's a room full of reporters, like, I graduated at top of my class. I have 3 PhDs from, and I was a lawyer and all these other things. It's like, and then they're finding out he was like,
all of it was
bottom 10%. He graduated with just 1 degree.
He made it all up. What? And you know what he said? I'm sorry, my memory failed me.
And that was a long time ago.
Dude, if your memory is failing you when you're in your 40s and now you're 78 and you want to be president, man, I don't know where your memory's going at this point. But he couldn't even remember a name. So think about the kind of person he is.
That's true.
He is a swamp monster.
Yeah.
Donald Trump is a different kind of monster.
Right.
Donald Trump is an American culture monster.
Okay.
But Americans like American culture stuff.
That's true.
So you can argue for good or for bad. I'm not here to defend Trump. I hate bringing him up in reference to Biden. But Joe Biden is the swamp. He embodies it. He brings his kid to foreign countries, gets him jobs, flies him on a plane to China doing this big deal. His son's buddies are getting these kickbacks. You get all the media lining this stuff up in 2014, Joe Biden, soft corruption, all this other stuff. And then what happens? Oh, now he's president.
Well,
now you got to leave him alone.
He's a wannabe president.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Now he's running for president. That's what I mean.
Thank you.
Now he's running. No, Joe Biden is not president. No, he's running for president.
Wasn't gonna let that one go by.
No, that was a. I misspoke. I misspoke. I apologize. I hope this doesn't reflect poorly on me, and I will still have your vote come November.
No, he's the swamp monster that is the prop for all the monsters that are already embedded that want the puppet to do what they want them to do.
What-
That's the vibe I get anyway.
Is he
Obviously, I don't know any truth in that.
I wonder if Trump really is draining the swamp in that capacity, or if the swamp is just draining. Like what I mean is Trump a symptom of the draining swamp? Like the swamp wasn't strong enough to keep him out. You know how I've described it before.
He just like run and jumps into the swamp, and it just all the water gets splashed out, and now the fish are just flapping.
This, you know what I don't understand
See
about the
it?
progressives. So the way I described it before is you have this big ivory tower,
Okay.
and you have people like Biden and Pelosi. There's the keys to the castle Democrats. So they just want to be let in.
Yep.
They don't want to do anything for you. They don't care. Just let them in the castle, give them the money. They want to kick back and not do any real work. That's what happens. I mean,
Yep.
look at Nancy Pelosi. I have all this ice cream. I couldn't live without it. It's like, dude, your district is full of human waste.
Yep.
There's a lot you could be doing right now, but you know what? Fine, whatever. It's your retirement. I get it. So here's what happens. Bernie Sanders starts marching up with, a torch and a bunch of people behind him, and he bangs on the door. Let us in. The people are angry and want to change. And then they look down and they go away, Bernie. And they start throwing stuff at him. And he's like, oof. And then the other side, they have a bull with this crazy orange hair, and they just let him go. And he runs full speed and smashes through the door and starts going like stomping around and smashing windows. And all of the elites, the Republicans and Democrats, are screeching and running around. What do we do? What do we do? And they can't reason with the bull. The bull's just like,
I'm a bull.
yeah, just runs up the stairs, starts stomping around. And so the point I'm making is Donald Trump clearly is not a part of this crony structure.
Yeah.
You can argue there's a ton of things wrong with Trump for sure.
That's true.
But I
get
wonder,
that vibe. You're right.
I wonder why the progressives haven't just at this point been like, you know what, sit back and let the bull run its course. And
I mean, Trump was a Democrat, wasn't he?
oh yeah,
For a while.
he went back and forth.
Yeah, he goes back and forth. It doesn't matter.
But a lot of his policies are moderate. And that's not coming from me. That's Vox.com's Matthew Iglesias. I believe it was Matthew Iglesias' left-wing website said Trump ran as a moderate. You can call him far right all you want, but that media smear doesn't work. That's like the establishment trying to knock him down.
Okay.
There's a lot of things wrong with the man in terms of, character and the way he should be behaving as president, things like that. You can have a conversation about that. But what I don't get is the progressives should have just been like, we'll just wait this one out. You know what I mean? Like after the bull is done and tired and then leaves the building and just goes off to graze in the pasture, then Bernie and your people can, knock on, like there's no door left. They can walk right in.
Yeah, the door's been
Yeah.
knocked down.
So I think what would really happen is after the bull leaves, the people who brought the bull will then stand next to the people who brought Bernie, and there'll be a conversation. And it might not be Bernie, but like the establishment is on its last leg. The only reason the media entertained the Biden stuff is because it was put out by the progressives, and they knew they were in trouble. With the New York Times, I'd be willing to bet when they ran that defense piece for Biden, they started getting tons of emails from people being like, "What are you doing? Why are you defending this man?" Because a lot of people who read New York Times probably Bernie supporters. Democrats are split. So then the New York Times was probably scared their bottom line was getting hit, flip-flopped and called for an investigation. Then all of a sudden the dominoes started falling down and the narrative broke, and they're forced to acknowledge it. This is the end of the establishment. Trump destroyed the Republican establishment. Bernie wasn't strong enough to stop the Democrat establishment, but they're falling apart regardless because Bernie's supporters and the progressives are ruthless. They're really ruthless, man. They're like, cancel culture all the way. But to bring it back to the main point, man, isn't it refreshing that they're being honest about what they want to do and why they want to do it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
it's a rare treat.
It is nice.
The media is being honest.
Well, it's the people, it's the columnists. You know what I mean?
True.
It's like name a natural, like name a man-made disaster, and you can predict what the spokesperson's going to say. Like look at the Project Veritas story we covered. You know exactly what they're going to do. Well, we completely deny any wrongdoing. We are totally confused by this. And then like when you actually see behind the scenes, they're lying to your face. I just wish, man, why can't we have honesty? Like, it's not even about honesty. It's about balance. Yin yang, man.
Yep.
We only ever get lies.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah. And that's why Trump wins. It's one of the reasons. Guy gets up on stage and he just says whatever he wants. It's refreshing. People are probably like, hey.
That guy's telling it like it is. I like that.
They said the same thing about, W. Like he
Okay.
talks like a normal guy. He just says it, But Trump, that dude really just does say it. Like my favorite thing ever with Trump just blurting stuff out is when he was like, he's being interviewed in front of the helicopter or whatever in the Rose Garden or something. And they're like, what's going on with his Saudi Arabia deal? And he goes, oh, it's really, really great. They're going to pay us a whole lot of money. They pay really, really well. It's going to be fantastic. Great for the economy. And all of the anti-war leftists just like their jaws hit the floor. Like he just blurted it out.
He just said it.
Something the president's not supposed to admit. We sell weapons for cash to bolster our economy. And then the other funny thing was when Trump said that he was going to be sending, or we might send troops to Saudi Arabia, someone in the administration gave a comment saying Saudi Arabia pays cash.
Oh my goodness.
We're just getting the truth on this one. I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Not that I agree with it. So yeah, I don't know what to expect, man. I'm just sick of the lies, and so
I'll tell you what I don't expect: the truth from mainstream media. So that's
You might be
it's
wrong
nice.
because I'm looking at a letter to the editor from Martin Tolchin, who was a former member of the Washington Times Bureau and a founder of Politico. And he's talking about throwing all democratic values under the bus for Joe Biden. And I was like, that's refreshing. Can we get a little bit more of that?
I
like
saw that, and apparently someone was it Molly Hemingway? Is that her name?
Possibly.
From the Federalist.
Yeah.
I think she tweeted about it, and then someone got really mad because this what's his name, Tolchin?
Yeah, Martin Tolchin.
Is listed as a founder of Politico.
Yep.
And wrote this thing. What was he basically saying? Like, forget all our values, just vote Biden anyway.
Let me see
my
what
God.
he
Yeah.
said. He
It's
said,
ridiculous.
I totally disagree with this editorial. I don't want an investigation. I want a coronation of Joe Biden. Would he make a good president? Unlikely. Would he make a good would he make a great president? No. Would he make a better president than the present occupant? Absolutely. I don't want justice, whatever that may be. I want to win the removal of Donald Trump from office.
That's
Mr.
it.
Biden is
That's
our
what I
best
was saying.
chance.
That's all they want.
just want to beat Trump.
Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
I want.
They want the keys to the castle, man.
Yep.
You know that meme of who's that? What's that guy's name? Andre.
I don't know.
Let me in. He's
Oh,
banging
yeah.
him. You know what that
Oh
is?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what show that's
He's
from.
hilarious.
And he's on the fence going,
His
"Let
show's
me in."
hilarious.
That's what the Democrats are saying right now.
Yeah, basically.
But because here's what I'll say about Trump. They're not arguing anything about him. Just saying he's bad doesn't tell me anything.
Yep.
And this is what I get really frustrated by these pundits on Twitter when they're like calling Kayleigh McEnany, I think is her name. They're like, what a ridiculous press conference. She was so dumb. She didn't even say anything. And I'm like, hold on, bro. You addressed nothing she said. You have told me nothing. If you want to criticize the president, tell me what it is you're criticizing and tell me what you want to say about it. If Donald Trump says we're going to build a wall, don't come out and say Trump's ridiculous. This is insane. It's you might as well just throw a banana or a pie. It doesn't mean anything.
It would at least be entertaining.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, exactly. But they don't actually have an argument other than let me in.
Yep.
This is why I don't think they actually think Trump is all that bad. I really don't. I think some people do.
Yeah.
I think they know he's not that bad. And they don't have an
but
argument.
Half the people who don't like him just blindly believe the other people that are just telling him, he's bad. Oh, he's bad? Oh, okay. He's bad.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I mean, there's 1,000,001 videos of like you walk up to someone on the street and say like, so why don't you like the president? And they're like,
You want actual reasons? I
Yeah.
can't just give you emotions?
Got nothing.
Yep. And this is true for the people who hate
Ooh.
Hillary too. A lot of people very similar. You could do this to either political faction.
That's true.
But, I think right now, the main point I'm trying to make is not that both sides have their dummies. It's that the high profile pundits of one side are straight up admitting it now. Look, they accused Brett Kavanaugh. Did you know what
They went crazy.
Do you know what he was
on
accused
Brett
of?
Kavanaugh. What?
like
I mean, I kind of know the story.
trying to keep it family friendly, man, but that some woman claimed that he would go to parties where they would drug women and line up outside the door to take turns on the drugged unconscious woman.
Yikes.
That is so insane.
That's messed up.
Beyond
Like
the
people
pale.
were like, if anything like that ever happened, it would be one of the biggest scandals in the history of like where did he go to Yale? I think
Yeah, I think he went to.
it would be like the biggest scandal in the history of the school. Like, this is ridiculous. This story is so far fetched.
Yeah.
And it's like you look at these people, and they're lying. And so they lie about Trump and Russiagate.
Mm-hmm.
We now know, like, do you know what's going on with the Russiagate stuff?
Yep.
Like the FBI
Trying to set him up.
rogue agents basically setting up Trump staff, Flynn specifically.
It's crazy.
And we'll see if any indictments come. I'll be surprised, but maybe the Durham investigation. But then you have that. Then you have Ukrainegate.
Mm-hmm.
So we get Russiagate 2, and then we got Chinagate, which was really, really funny. There's a brief period last week where they tried claiming that Trump was secretly working for China.
Oh my goodness.
Based off of one
Seriously?
story. Yeah. One story from Politico claiming that Trump owed a Bank of China millions of dollars, and then they had to correct it. Then they had to retract and correct it because they never even reached out for comment to the Bank of China.
Wow.
And it turned out it was a filing error. And that was the basis of their third scandal. So I'll tell you what, man, it gets to a point where I've never really, the way they've described Trump as like all of these pure evil, be embodiment of pure orange evil, whatever. I don't buy into that stuff. I read the news. I know they're lying. It's politics. But now they're done. It's like we've exposed their lies so many times. They finally it's like, I imagine you've got this Democrat standing in front of you and they scream, Donald Trump is working for Russia. And you go, where's your proof? I don't believe it. And they keep screaming it. And then finally evidence comes out Trump isn't. And they go, well, he's pressuring Ukraine to dig up dirt. And then you're like, prove it. And we've yelled at them so many times, you're lying. They've finally just gone, all right, we're lying.
It's great.
We're just going to vote for him anyway.
We broke the dam.
Yeah.
The Dem Dam.
The Dem Dam.
It's like
Dem Dam.
Yeah.
It's like they were wearing a mask and we were like hammering away at it and it finally broke. And now they're just like,
because
All
humans in general aren't distracted by life. They're literally stuck at home.
Yeah.
Doing nothing but watching the mainstream
It's a
media
good time for this to happen.
juggle these like lies. They're like, fumbling all the lies. Well, you got me.
Yeah.
They're just lies.
Why is Biden polling higher than Trump then?
Is it true?
Right?
Who's saying it? Who's polling? They're not asking me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Nobody called me.
Yeah, exactly.
me.
Where are they polling?
And one of the other things too is a lot of Trump supporters claim that they purposefully lie.
Trump supporters do?
Yeah, they lie.
absolutely.
Oh, like, we want Biden.
Because
we want Biden to win.
Because they want the turnout to be low. And if the Biden supporters think they're guaranteed to win, they don't show up.
Okay.
Whereas Trump supporters are like, they're
We're
in it
voting.
for Trump.
Yeah, definitely they are.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the primary with the Republican primary, Donald Trump, you don't need to go vote. He's the nominee. He's the incumbent.
Yeah.
He's breaking records.
Yep.
Because his base wants to vote for him.
Yeah, I mean,
Feels good.
a Trump supporter, they love Trump. It's like if you like Trump, or if you're for Trump, you're like all in 100%. Like, it's like, it's really apparent. Like even people in chat right now, they're like, Trump, King Trump.
You know what this reminds me of?
Okay.
You know that saying, I can run faster scared than you can mad?
Okay.
That-
I don't know it.
You never heard that?
No.
So it's like, it's a funny joke where you're about to get into a fight with somebody and you're like, I can run faster scared than you can mad.
I'm
Get
terrified
it?
you're just mad.
I get it. Yeah.
Like if you're mad, I'm going to run like, adrenaline pumping and you're just like, so it's kind of like that. The people who are voting against Trump are just angry, but so the people who want Trump feel good when they go to the polling station and slam that button for Trump. It's like Michael Moore said, voting for Trump would be the biggest FU in the history of the world. And so people get to feel that when they go to the polling station, be it a primary or otherwise, they're like, Donald Trump, bam.
Yeah, that's true.
What about the Biden people? Nobody cares.
Not really.
The only thing they have going for them are the people who want to go and say, F you, Trump. But I'm willing to bet there are substantially more people who love waving Trump flags than people who hate Trump.
I agree.
I think
Definitely.
Because I think what the left has is a small, a decent, it's a large faction. Don't get me wrong, it's probably in the millions of like super anti-Trump resistance people, high profile ones. But most liberals don't care.
That's
not
right
paying
there.
attention, have no idea what's going on.
Well, a lot of liberals out there probably think Biden's a sleazy old man, which
No.
he pretty much is.
Some of them for sure, and like they're moving independent and stuff like that. Like there was a Gallup poll showing that people who identify as conservative has ticked up and liberal has ticked down, like I think 2 points. So I think what we're seeing is there are going to be regular liberals who normally go into the polling station and just hit the D button. They have no idea what's going on.
True.
They don't know. They don't care. They don't want to know.
Yeah.
Then you have some people who have been lifelong Democrats who I've talked to recently, like friends of mine, who completely agree about Joe Biden. And this is what the establishment
Completely agree that
he's out of
they
his
don't
mind.
care. Oh, okay.
That you can't vote for this man.
Right. Oh, okay.
It's like what else, what is this? What the argument you're giving me is to vote for a dude who's literally sunsetting and can't talk, or a guy who annoys you.
Right.
The options.
Look, man.
That's what I said. It's like I need to at least be able to understand what you're saying. You need to speak coherently when you're on stage trying to convince me to vote for you. and we're going to see Trump versus Biden. It's like Trump may be many things, but he can speak.
Right.
He's
Listen.
a good speaker. He can speak, and I can understand the words he's saying. Sometimes they're a little far-fetched.
Weird
but
words.
Yeah. A little
Biden
weird.
has. It looks like he's trying to find words to put together. Look, here's a sentence I made, and it's like,
Yeah, it's
that
almost
doesn't
like
even make sense, dude.
it's almost like Biden is thinking to himself, just keep saying words and we'll get through this.
And he does. And they cover for him.
Yeah, they do.
They're like, oh man, he
Listen.
said some amazing things.
He said some words.
Adam.
I mean,
Adam.
we picked in the words and rearranged them a
put them
little
together for him.
bit.
Let me give you a real argument as to why you need to support Joe Biden.
Oh, yes.
Please,
Well,
enlighten me.
Donald Trump is a bad president.
Oh, you got me. You sold me. That's
Yeah.
it. All right.
Yeah.
Sure.
So would you really vote for Donald Trump? What are you, a bigot? Are you racist?
I mean, I'll answer that. Yeah, I would.
So you admit you're racist.
I would vote for Trump.
There
I
it is.
said.
Boom. Confirmed. Adam, you're racist.
Oh, wow.
I guess so.
So
Who
you
knew?
admit it.
No.
Of course not.
But that's the argument. That's all that's ever said.
I know it's so silly.
No. Okay, I get it. Listen,
Reductive.
there used to be arguments. The progressives would say things like universal health care,
Yeah.
Green New Deal, jobs guarantees, things
Yeah.
like that. Hey, man, I can hear those arguments.
Like gay marriage, all that kind of
but
stuff.
Trump's for gay marriage.
I know that used to be a thing, but
Right.
now no longer.
Right now, what is Joe Biden offering? Serious question. Do you know what Joe Biden is offering? Do you?
I don't.
I don't.
I know
have no idea.
I gotta be honest,
there's
man.
one tweet that he put out there. I say he in the lightest terms
Right.
because I highly doubt
not
he
him.
did any of it. But it was basically about, changing our energy infrastructure to renewable instead of consumable.
Do you know what specifically he wanted to do?
Not really. No.
I couldn't tell you either, man.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
really
No
don't know.
specifics.
I can tell you what Bernie wanted to do.
Spot like that.
Open up the borders.
Bernie wanted a
like to.
moratorium on deportations. Bernie wanted a path to citizenship.
Yeah.
Bernie wanted universal health care. Bernie wanted to abolish private health care within the first 4 to 6 years. Bernie wanted tuition-free college, expanded college. I can tell you what Bernie wanted.
Yeah.
And I disagree with those things. And you know what? I wish that's what we actually had.
Me too.
And maybe I took it for granted.
Yeah.
Actually, look, Ocasio-Cortez, I can tell you what she wants as a politician. Joe Biden? I don't know. I don't think he wants anything.
I don't think he knows himself.
He wants to be president.
I know what he wants.
I don't even
Well,
think he wants that.
You've
I
seen
don't think so either.
you've seen the Atlantic article. Stay alive, Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Yeah. There
That's all
it
we
is.
need, your corporeal essence.
Vote for Joe Biden. He's alive.
He's alive.
Okay.
So
And
is
he's
Donald
not
Trump.
orange.
Thanks for checking out this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. We do the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. If you want to catch the full show, tune in to this channel, subscribe, hit the like button, or check us out on iTunes and Spotify. And we will soon have this podcast up for free on all podcast platforms. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all in the next episode.